It is with great joy that we announce the resumption of in-person worship at Community Presbyterian Church of Ben Avon, starting on November 1st. Over the past several weeks, the subcommittee of the COVID-19 task force has prayed about and discussed how we might gather again for worship and what restrictions might be necessary when we do. Thanks to all who responded to our most recent survey, we wanted one more opportunity to hear from you as we finalized our plans. And as you might expect, responders had a wide range of risk tolerance levels, but the percentage of those who were likely or very likely to attend in-person worship increased. We heard from enough people saying that they would come to the sanctuary for worship, so we felt it was time to plan our reopening. We respect all of your opinions and have worked hard to consider the needs and risk tolerance of everyone in crafting our reopening plan.
Our first consideration is the health and safety of our church family. You will be receiving an email or letter soon with all of the details for that first Sunday of in-person worship, such as limiting the number of people who attend through a registration system, asking you to self-monitor for COVID symptoms or other risk factors, wearing masks and maintaining social distancing and other protocols recommended by public health experts and state and local officials, and no singing. I will sing for you, and you can sing silently in your heart. We expect the guidelines to be in place for the foreseeable future. But whatever our plan, the decision when to attend in-person worship again is something each person must make individually. Attending worship now is, of course, completely voluntary, and even with every conceivable precaution taken, we cannot guarantee it is risk-free. And so, we know that some will not feel comfortable attending yet. We fully understand and respect that decision, and for those folks, we will continue to offer our current live-streamed options.
The task force and staff are doing everything we can to prepare and to make the experience both meaningful and safe. I think everyone is getting weary of the term new normal. Wikipedia defines it as the state to which society settles following a crisis. And it seems like that is exactly where we are right now. We may be back in the sanctuary, joining together for worship and celebrating communion, but in a very different way. But is it so different? Some things have not changed. God still sees our hearts and our minds when we worship. God still recognizes us even with a mask on. God hears our silent singing. Remember that God often communicates in a still, small voice. God still sees our sincere efforts to offer our praise and gratitude. In the Gospel of John, we read, "But a time is coming, and in fact has come, when where you worship will not matter. It's who you are and the way you live that count before God. Your worship must engage your spirit in the pursuit of truth." That's the kind of people that God is looking for. Those who are simply and honestly themselves, worshiping in spirit and in truth. Here at Community Church, we believe this to be true. And so we say, come just as you are, to worship in the sanctuary or at home in the live stream service. Find the joy and inspiration you seek, and become the person that you were created to be, the person that God loves deeply and eternally. So friends, wherever you are, we are united in spirit. So then together, let us worship God.